Hello and welcome, my name is Dainis Whiskers and this is vemonline.net. This time we will talk about Teres Minor muscle, or as the Canadians or people from the States like to say, Teres Minor. Teres Minor is one of the sits muscles. Those are rotator cuff muscles. So that's SITS. Those are the first letters of four muscles. Those are supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, and subscapularis. First, let's cover anatomy. That's origin, insertion, action, nerve supply, blood supply, and synergists. Teres minor originates from superior lateral border of scapula and it inserts into greater tubercle humerus, that's inferior facet in particular. Teres minor can produce lateral rotation of the shoulder, so that's external rotation of the humeral bone, external rotation of the shoulder. It also acts as a stabilizer of the glenohumeral joint, and it actually can produce a little bit of adduction of the shoulder joint as well, but that's very weak action. We are primarily talking about lateral rotation of the humerus. Teres minor is innervated by axillary nerve, that's nerve root C5, C6, and it is supplied by scapular circumflex artery and posterior humeral circumflex artery, so that's blood supply. Synergists of teres minor muscle are infraspinatus muscle and posterior fibers of deltoid muscle. All three of these muscles will produce the same movement, that's external rotation of the shoulder, external rotation of glenohumeral joint. Activities of daily living. So where do we need this muscle? It is going to help with what activities in particular? Just like infraspinatus, so both of these muscles are essentially external rotators of the shoulder joint. So just like infraspinatus, teres minor is going to help with reaching behind the head, so basically combing your hair, brushing hair back, something like that. It is going to help with the backhand movement, so backhand in racket sports, let's say tennis for example, and it is going to help with throwing motion, so cocking the arm, cocking face before throwing. So that'll be like, let's say for example, baseball. Few important clinical notes. Anatomical variation is possible, so sometimes infraspinatus fibers will blend together with teres minor fibers and it will actually form one muscle as opposed to two of them. So there's not going to be actually distinguished infraspinatus, distinguished teres minor. They will actually form one muscle as a whole. As we already learned, teres minor is one of the rotator cuff muscles, so those are SITS or sits muscles. Those are supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, and subscapularis. And just like the other sits muscles, teres minor tendon will blend into the glenohumeral capsule, so it actually becomes part of the glenohumeral capsule. And the last clinical note would be quadrangular space, which is formed by teres minor, teres major triceps muscles, and humeral bone. So basically they form this quadrangular space, quadrangular shaped space, which serves as a passage for axillary nerve and circumflex artery. So sometimes tightness of these surrounding muscles can result in the so-called quadrangular space syndrome, which is basically mechanical compression of the artery and the nerve. And we all can sort of imagine what would happen to the structures that are supplied by these vessels if these vessels are compressed, right? So obviously function goes down, so the function of these structures will be impaired. What are the most common injuries of teres minor muscle? Those would be number one, strain with repetitive or forceful external rotation of the arm. So some type of motion that we repeat again and again and again, and particularly we're talking about arm going outwards, external rotation of the glenohumeral joint. Would that be because of sports, something that you do at work again and again, or some type of daily activity that is being repeated again and again and again? So muscle suffers, right? Number two would be dislocation. So humeral head pops out of the glenoid cavity, it goes out and back again. obviously teres minor and some other surrounding structures would be outstretched because of that, and because of this outstretching of the muscle, some muscle fibers could be torn, so muscle suffers again. This is it for teres minor muscle. Thank you for watching. If you found this useful, please share this with your friends. Also, hit on that subscribe button, that will help us a lot. We are a very young channel, we started this just recently, just months ago. So if you click on that subscribe button, that would help us a lot. I'm making new videos every week, 1 to 3 videos. If you click on subscribe, you will get notified if I come up with another one. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.